Hi, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chisom Vivian, and this is my parenting channel. I know a good number of you must have come across this channel, and in one way or the other, you must have seen one of my videos, and I believe you must have learned one or two things from it. So, if you are that person, or probably you're a first-time viewer, or this is your first time of coming across my videos, I will urge you to stay tuned because you have a whole lot of things to learn, especially from this particular video. All right, so all I do in this channel, I teach and talk more about positive and gentle parenting. But in this particular video, I want to tell you something very important that you have to know as a parent on your day-to-day parenting activities. All right, and which is love. A lot of people tends to misinterpret love when it comes to parenting. Okay, but what is love? As a parent, have you actually sat down, think things through, and asked yourself, what is this love? What is love as a parent? Let me tell you this. Love is you as a parent putting down your phone to have quality time with your children. Love is you directing them and at some point allowing them to make mistakes in order for them to know that they can actually make mistakes, and it's left for them to correct themselves. Love is you not putting your child out there in the social media, in the sense that you always hand them gadgets, you give them phones, to always they spend time more on their phones, and before you know it, the tendency of them seeing things they are not meant to, seeing inappropriate things, and children become who they are not supposed to because they were exposed through cell phone. So love is for you as a parent delaying the time. Don't give them phone. Don't just give them phone. Allow them to have what we call one-on-one. Let them feel. Let them live their life. Allow them to take them, instead of you handling them the cell phone. Allow them to enjoy nature. Take them out for outdoor activities. Teach them crafts. Teach them things. Delay the time you give them these phones. All right, there is nothing on social media today that they won't see in the future. All right, don't just be in a rush to give them phone. Just delay it a little bit. Is you loving them in the right and appropriate way. I know a lot of children will be like, Mom, Dad, why is it that you don't want me to have a phone? And all my classmates, they do have ones. Each and every one of them have their phones. Why? Just tell them, because the social media is not safe for them at this given time. That it is not safe for them at all. That is why you don't want to permit them using cell phones. That when the right time comes, that they will definitely have their own phones. That is love. That is you protecting your own children. Don't be pressured to give your children, hand them over, give them cell phones, all because every child has it. No, don't be pressured to do that. You are causing them more harm than good. You are their parents. You know what is right for them. All right, and you don't always need to do everything for them. All right, for you to raise children that are mentally strong, for you to have raise an adult that is mentally strong, that can do some things, that can figure out, think things through, you have to allow them to do some things by themselves. All right. I know sometimes we feel there's this fear, anxiety, or insecurity. We feel what would happen, what will happen if I didn't allow my child to do this. What if listen, because you want you want to raise a child that when you're not there, the child will know the right thing to do. It is now that you need to start doing them. It is now that you need to start inculcating those good morals you want them to grow up to have, and they will have them in them. All right. So this is the best time for you to do it as a parent. Don't go about thinking, oh, won't they feel left out? No, you are doing the right thing. And at the end of the day, you have a child who is mentally strong and healthy. See, another reason for some of us parents, why we want to do everything for our children, on that process of doing everything for them, you are stealing you are unknowingly to you are stealing their self-esteem from them. Okay, so try to allow them do some things by themselves. Teach them how to do things, and on the process, allow them to do it their own way. Even if they're not getting it, just allow them to do some things. Even if it happens that they fail, it's good that they fail. Let them figure things out by themselves. All right, don't always do things for them. Let's take homework for instance. If you happen to have a teenage child, maybe you are the one doing the school runs, you take them to school and bring them back home, and along the process the child forgets his or her homework, you get, and the first day you pick the child, said, oh mommy, I've forgotten my homework. For some parents, they will rush home and bring it for them to school. After dropping the child in school, you still have to rush back home to pick the homework that your child forgot. You have to pick it and go back to school, and because the child said, oh mommy, I need it, I do this. Like a lot of things the child will say to convince you that he or she really needs to go to school with that homework, but unfortunately she has forgotten it at home, or he has forgotten it at home. Listen up, as a parent, if you want to go back and get that homework, it's fine, but you can still tell your child that I am not going to get it for you. You know that it is important. You were not supposed to forget it. The reason why I'm not going to get this homework for you from home is not because I can't do it. It's because I want you to take responsibility of your actions. I want you to know that there are repercussions for every of your actions. So now that you have not forgotten your homework, deal with it. All right? You're not being mean. No, you're just teaching them that there are consequences to every of their action. It will make that child that next time he or she knows that he or she is not meant to forget their homework at home, because no one is going to get it for them. Okay? Because if you keep on rushing back home, your child forgot his or her homework, you want to go and get it and take it back to school for them, the next time that scenario will keep repeating itself, because they already know that there will always be someone to save them. So teach them to be responsible. Teach them to always know that sometimes in life you might not get help from anybody, but you might be the only, you yourself might be the only one to help yourself out in some situations. All right. So I know I'm saying a lot of things, but I want you to grasp this, all right? Help your children to be responsible, okay? A lot of parents, that's why I keep on, I'm against you handling your children cell phones, okay? Allow them to grow up a little. Let them grow up, at least let them finish primary school, secondary school. Let them finish. Like, you don't need to just hand them over cell phones just because you want to have your own time. Let them go ahead and be busy with their gadgets. No, please help your children to discover who they are. Help your children so that when they grow up, they won't be confused in life. All right? Teach your children to know what they want. Okay? And that way you are practicing what is called mindful parenting. Okay? You are helping them to discover themselves. You are helping them to be more responsible. Okay? So like I said earlier, sometimes, okay, allow them to just do things on their own. That way you are saving the future of your child. Okay, you are helping them to build their self-esteem. You are helping them to know that there are repercussions, there are consequences, and one needs to take responsibility of every of their actions. All right? Even Dr. Daniel Amen made mention of it, these things I'm saying, in one of his podcasts. He said that sometimes you might think you're helping your children by doing everything for them, but you don't know that you are just making them to be in this vicious cycle where they think everything, like, where they don't have to use their brain to figure things out by themselves. Allow your children to do some certain things by themselves, all right? And the appropriate age for you to start doing those things is from age 4. From 4 years old, you should teach your children everything possible, all right? They are your children, and if you are not there to teach them, their friends will take your place, all right? Their friends out there, the streets, will teach your children those things you have neglected to teach them, and before you know it, they tend to learn the hard way, from the hard way. Okay, so it's better you teach your children these things. And also help your children to know their self-worth. Okay, help them to just know that they don't need to please anybody that doesn't respect them. Okay, help your children build their self-esteem. Let them be very, very confident of who they are. Let them know that they are enough. Okay, and I want you to, after this video, please do well to watch my other videos. You are going to learn a whole lot of things. I know I don't post in my normal video often, but I want you to take your time, go to my live stream and see the other videos, other live, things I thought while I was live here on YouTube. All right, so thank you so much for staying tuned to this minute. I didn't want to take much of your time, and I just want you to know what you want as a parent, because one of the things that makes us to neglect or to overlook some things is because it's not because we want to, it's actually because we are not certain. It's uncertainty. We don't know what we want as a parent. We don't even know what we need to do. We know we love these children. This is our child, for Christ's sake. We love them. Like, we want to love them unconditionally. But how do we do it? Which right way should we go about it? Okay? And these things I've made mention earlier are the things you need to do as a parent to help raise a proper adult. Adults that think things through before doing it. Adults that knows the consequences of every of their actions. An adult that will always want to take responsibility of his or her actions. Okay, so don't forget that you loving your child is making the right choices, doing the things that will favor them. Okay, it is you spending quality time with your children. Okay, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, quality time, this quality time we're talking about is not like, it's not like a whole day, hours. No matter how busy your schedule is, you can actually make out a little time. That's why I said earlier, you need to drop your phone. That time you've decided to drop your phone and have a little time, spend a little time with your children. That is you showing them love. That is love, what is called that. In fact, that is you being the best parents that you can. All right, so thank you so much for staying tuned, and I hope to see you on my next live stream, or I hope to see that you were able to watch my other videos. All right, so thank you. Bye.